What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, remember to subscribe to this channel, of course, hit the bell notification, put it on all so that you can make sure you get notified whenever we drop new blogs, new videos, and always leave your comments as well about these subjects that we discuss in these videos. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Just got a little briefing now to talk to you about, which is Eddie Hearn, one of the biggest, if not the biggest promoter in boxing today. I mean, be hard to argue with Eddie Hearn being sort of the biggest guy, the biggest boxing promoter. Got a very successful stable of fighters. Anthony Joshua got the very lucrative deal with Sky Sports, and recently news has come out. Eddie Hearn himself came out in the public and said that his contract with Sky is now coming to an end. So for those who don't know, I'm sure everyone's pretty much aware, but yeah, Sky Sports, huge platform in the UK, over here in Great Britain. And Eddie Hearn, years ago, there was basically a situation where Sky Television used to have, Sky Sports, sorry, used to have Frank Warren promoting on there. They used to have then Frank Maloney, who was also a promoter, now Kelly Maloney. And they had Frank Warren, they had Frank Maloney, and they had also Eddie Hearn on their platform, Sky. So it used to be shared by a few people back in the days. I mean, this is, I want to say this is going back about maybe a decade, maybe 10 years, maybe slightly less. So Eddie Hearn, back in those days, Sky decided they're gonna literally they're gonna scrap having multiple promoters, and they just want to have one promoter. And out of Frank Warren, Frank Maloney, I don't know if Mick Hennessy done anything on Sky, but basically there was a bunch of promoters, and out of all these promoters, Sky chose to go with Eddie Hearn and basically cut out the rest of the promoters and use Eddie Hearn as their exclusive boxing content provider, as their exclusive guy. That Eddie Hearn's guys would be the only guys who would be able to, as far as Britain is concerned at least, fight on Sky TV. So Eddie Hearn has got quite a long-standing relationship with Sky Sports TV, and years ago, as I've said, that was a big time for me when I really sort of noticed Eddie Hearn, when I really sort of realized, wow, this guy's kind of serious. Was back in those days where, because you had Frank Warren, Maloney, well-established promoters, and to see those guys pushed aside, and to see Eddie Hearn, who was a young upstart at the time, much younger, much less experienced than the other promoters, but he was chosen as the exclusive boxing provider, boxing sort of content provider for Sky Sports. So and it's been that way for several years now. So it's a very significant time for Eddie Hearn. He said now that Sky contract is come to an end, and he has made it very clear in the public, where Sky executives could hear, where anyone could hear, and he's come out and he said, oh, he's made it very clear that he's been getting several offers from different companies. He mentioned specifically ITV. Now ITV is a very big broadcaster over here in England. ITV is a terrestrial TV channel, meaning that anyone can view ITV. You can view it on Freeview, view it on Sky, view it on anything. So ITV is a channel that everybody has access to, everybody can watch. So the fact that they're offering Eddie Hearn a contract, or offering him some serious money, according to what he said, is a very, very big deal, because boxing for the longest of times hasn't really been something we watch in England on terrestrial TV or normal TV. It's always normally on Sky or special sports channels, BT Sport, and I think ITV once with Chris Eubank versus James DeGale, maybe a few other times they done like this pay-per-view one-off sort of deal. And so it's quite significant knowing that he's got an offer from ITV. ITV is a huge channel, huge platform, and to see boxing on mainstream TV, terrestrial TV, that everybody could see, because if it was on ITV, everyone could see it. You wouldn't have to You wouldn't have to have Sky for it or cable or any of these platforms, Virgin or whatever. So that's a big deal. Who else he's been offered deals by? I'm not too sure, but I would imagine maybe even possibly the BBC. BBC used to televise Audley Harrison's fights when he was a 2004 Olympic gold medalist. He had like £1 million or $1 million contract with the BBC, and they showed his fights when he first turned pro. He had a massive deal with them, so you never know. The BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, might be them who've offered him something as well. I've heard that maybe DAZN, who Eddie Hearn is already having dealings with, because he's now got the deal for 2 fights with Canelo, for Canelo to take on Yildirim and then to take on Billy Joe Saunders in May. So he's got that deal with DAZN already. So I think DAZN could be a very interesting option, because at the moment over here in the UK specifically, they're doing a deal on DAZN where I've subscribed to this myself. Basically, you pay £1.99 per month, which is peanuts to us, and you pay £1.99 per month, and then you get all this boxing content, whatever boxing content they can get hold of, a lot of matchroom content, quite a lot of stuff. I think they're showing the Chocolatito fight next month or in March, and they show a lot of boxing, all Canelo stuff. So that could be another option for Eddie Hearn. He might even be, you might even get DAZN sort of as his interrupted by my little one here. So yeah, anyway, Eddie Hearn, he seems to have loads of deals on the table. I'm sure everyone is baying for his signature now. ITV most definitely, possibly BBC. You want to be a star? Possibly the BBC. I think DAZN, ESPN, any of these, loads of these guys probably baying for his signature. In terms of my opinion, I think he's most likely gonna stay with Sky Sports, but I could see him possibly even maybe starting his own platform, because I recently heard that they're doing Matchroom Media, which is going to be Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing's their own media platform. So that could be something. Maybe he might go independent and just deal with boxers directly and do it that way. I think he's definitely solidified himself by now, and he's sort of made his name. So I think if he could even go off independently and do his own thing as Matchroom Media or something like that, and just deal with boxers directly, no trouble. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Eddie Hearn. I wish him all the best. I think he will probably stay with Sky and then have his other affiliations, but only time will tell. And until next time, this is MKO Pugilism. We over and out, and I'll catch you on the next one.